Welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, Out of Death. Sorry. Another Bruce Willis movie. This one stars Jaime King as well. You remember her. She was pretty big back in the day. Poison Ivy and stuff like that. Poison Ivy like 2 or something like that. I forget what it was. But she's in it. So it's about a corrupt sheriff department in a rural mountain town comes undone when an unintended witness throws a wrench into their shady operation. I don't know. Okay, it's an hour and 35 minutes long. Here's the bad news. It's 3.1 on IMDb, but only 400 people have rated it so far. So, I mean, come on. It's Bruce Willis. I'm going to watch every Bruce Willis. I'm going to watch every Nick Cage movie. I might have a few drinks beforehand. You know, so let me get into it, find out what it's about, give you a better idea, and let you know what I think. Stick around. I'll be back. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of Out of Death, and no check-ins, sorry. It was hard to stay awake, and I know maybe I had a couple of drinks before this, but that wasn't the reason. It's really that bad. And it's funny, I think of, like, I'll watch any Bruce Willis movie. Don't worry, I will watch them all. And Nicolas Cage. And there's a stark difference. I mean, Bruce Willis always plays the cop, detective, retired cop, retired policeman, blah, 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 blah. Always played that same role. Nicolas Cage, he'll play crazy roles, you know what I mean? You never know what he's going to play. He's always a different character. Not always, but I mean, he's all over the place. And it makes for a crazy, crazy movie. Whereas Bruce Willis is always in some kind of, you know, military, armed forces, whatever you call it, police type role. And it's just a different thing every time. This one was pretty bad. Really, really bad. Not that he did anything wrong. He was given bad lines. It was just not a great movie. You know, I mean, it was shot well. It didn't look like a B-rated film. It just came out like that. Like, just the dialogue, just the scenes, everything was bad. The concept, I guess the plot line, Jaime King, here you go. Jaime King is a hiker, or was hiking to spread her dad's ashes in some mountain somewhere. And she comes upon a deal gone bad, a coke deal gone bad, and a cop involved. So she gets caught taking pictures of this. Well, Bruce Willis happens to be in the same woods area, and you know, they connect, and so they're trying to help each other, kind of thing. And she's trying to run away from the bad guys or the cops. But it's just, you know, and so that's not bad. I mean, that's a good. I mean, not a good, but I mean, that's a decent plot to write a movie about. But everything that happens from there on out is just like, ugh, just again poorly done, you know. And the one girl I recognized, she was from Sorority Row or something like that. And I was like, okay, you know. But just listening to them talk, seeing the things that they say, the actions that they take, ooh, just really, really bad. But I hate to be a downer on people's movies because they tried. They did a lot better than I could have done. They got Bruce Willis in their movie. And that's pretty awesome. But it was a 3.1 on IMDb. I wouldn't take it down to a 3, but I wouldn't take it up to a 5 either. So, yeah, disappointed. I kept falling asleep. I didn't like our main villain, the sheriff. You know, he was the main villain. I just, when he was just talking, it was just like, ugh. Anyway, but they were the words he was given, and that's the way he acted it, and so I don't know whose fault it is, but hopefully I help you on this one. I would avoid it at pretty much all costs. Yeah, it's not the Jaime King of old. It's the Bruce Willis we all know and love. It's the same Bruce Willis. And he does the same thing in every movie. But this time he was given poor lines and poor direction. Alright, that's it. That's all I got. Sorry if I wasn't helpful, but maybe I might have saved you some time. Maybe I saved you an hour and 35 minutes that I just got sucked into. Alright. Thanks for tuning in. Kimmel's Irish Pub.